The ballroom was silent after Jerome's words echoed through the hall. "I'm the man who just bought your company." Phones flashed, gasps spread, and in that moment, Vivian Blackwood's world came crashing down. Her husband, Richard, stood frozen, face pale, eyes wide. Everything she thought she controlled was gone. Jerome turned and calmly walked out of the ballroom, leaving hundreds of shocked guests behind. The red wine on his shirt glowed under the chandelier like a badge of honor. Vivian fell into a chair, trembling. Whispers surrounded her. "Did you see that? She threw wine at her new boss." Within minutes, clips hit social media. By morning, Blackwood racism and Jerome Washington were trending across the world. At sunrise, the headlines exploded. Billionaire CEO humiliated at gala by partner's wife. 1.5 billion deal canceled over racist incident. News vans surrounded the Blackwood mansion. Reporters shouted questions through the edits. Richard tried to call Jerome. No answer. Every investor who once begged for Blackwood contracts now refused to take their calls. Within hours, the company's stock fell 60%. Vivian sat on the marble floor, staring blankly at her phone. The same phone that once buzzed with party invites and praise now flooded with hate. Every clip showed her sneering face, the wine splash, and Jerome's calm smile that ended her empire. She whispered to herself, it was just one moment, one mistake. But the world had already judged her. Meanwhile, Jerome stood in his office overlooking the city skyline. He hadn't changed clothes. The red wine stains on his tuxedo reminded him of what dignity looked like when tested. His assistant entered softly. "Sir, the media wants your statement." Jerome nodded. "Tell them the truth." No anger, no revenge, just truth. He looked out the window. Sometimes silence teaches louder than shouting. By evening, his video message went viral. Jerome spoke calmly into the camera. "No one wins by hatred, but we all lose when we stay silent against it. I didn't destroy their company. Their actions did." The internet erupted with support. People called him the man who stayed calm. Schools shared his video as a lesson about dignity and self-control. But for Vivian, the nightmare had just begun. Her husband collapsed under stress and was rushed to the hospital. Banks froze their accounts. The mansion faced foreclosure. Every friend vanished. She was alone, and for the first time, she realized what humiliation really felt like. A week later, Vivian received a letter. The sender, Jerome Washington. Hands shaking, she opened it. "Mrs. Blackwood, I don't seek your downfall. I seek understanding. Use what's left of your voice to help those you once ignored. That's how you rise again." Tears filled her eyes. No threats. No insults. Just grace. Months passed. Jerome used the settlement money to build something new, the Washington Center for Dignity and Opportunity. It offered scholarships, small business loans, and jobs to struggling families, including those who once worked under the Blackwood name. The same ballroom where she threw that wine was now used for youth workshops and charity events run by Jerome's foundation. Vivian, now living modestly, visited one evening. She stood quietly at the back, unnoticed. Young students presented their projects on stage. Jerome, smiling proudly, shook each hand, applauding their dreams. When the event ended, Vivian approached slowly. Her silver gown was gone, replaced by a simple gray dress. Her voice trembled. "Mr. Washington, I came to say I'm sorry." Jerome looked at her for a long moment, then nodded gently. "Mrs. Blackwood, you don't owe me words. You owe yourself change." She lowered her head, whispering, "I've started volunteering at the community school." Jerome smiled faintly. Then maybe something good did come from that glass of wine. Years later, the Blackwood mansion was gone, replaced by the Washington Learning Institute, where thousands studied free of prejudice. Jerome became a global symbol of dignity defeating hate. And Vivian? She taught children how to treat everyone with respect, starting every lesson with these words. I once hurt someone because of how they looked, but he taught me that true power isn't money, it's grace. The story of that night, the glass of wine, the humiliation, and the calm smile became a lesson for the world. One act of hate destroyed a legacy. One act of dignity built a future. Moral of the story: never judge someone by their appearance. The person you look down on today might be the one you'll look up to tomorrow. Respect costs nothing, but losing it can cost everything.